Today's thrift adventure is to some of my local favorite little hometown thrift shops that I absolutely love. You know, if you are a thrifter or you're just getting started, don't overlook the little local smaller thrift stores. I often find much more interesting things and much better bargains at those than the larger, more, nationwide thrift stores like Goodwill and Salvation Army. So don't overlook them. My favorites, my three favorites in my neighborhood are small little local thrift stores, and I enjoy all of them. If you're new here, I'm Kimberly. This is Studio Kimberly, where I curate vintage, fine art, and collectibles. I hope you'll consider subscribing while you're here and make sure you click that notification bell so you don't miss any of the upcoming thrifting adventures. I've got some fun footage for you today showing what was available, and then meet me back here at the end for a full haul of everything that I picked up today. Oh, this is a nice little cabinet, walnut cabinet. Oh, it's only $35. It's huge, though. I could never ship that. But oh my gosh, if you live in the area, I'm at Restoring Hope thrift store. This is a great deal, and it's in perfect condition. This, I have seen this before. This is resin, but it feels like wood to me. They want $8 for it. I think this is just a nice decor item. I'm not going to pick it up because it's not exactly what I go for, but I think it's a great decor piece. And the wall o' lamps. I'll tell you, if you're looking for a lamp, go to the thrift stores in your area. They have all these lamps that need adopting, and there's so many really nice ones. Here's a print of Lombard Street in San Francisco. This is how it used to look, like in the 60s. It was so very pretty. I'm not sure how it looks now. I haven't been to the city in a long time. If you're from the San Francisco area, let us know. Is that what Lombard Street looks like now? Look at this. This is a vintage Bavarian Stein. It's huge. It's bigger than my hand, and it's in this wooden case. They're asking $50 for it. Isn't that pretty? It's a collector's item. Oh, look at these. These are cute little decor items. These are tapestry boxes with tassels. Let's see. Covered boxes, $8. So I'm not sure. I think it might be $8 for the set. Yeah, it says 2 fabric covered boxes. Those are pretty. All right. Tell me if you guys would pick this up. I still have not decided. This is a wood board, and it's very old. It's vintage. And it says, "My friend, for sharing the ups and downs of life, for always being there to listen, trying hard to understand and somehow knowing how to help, for adding to the years a touch of encouragement and gift of love. You are and always will be a friend to be thankful for." Isn't that sweet? They're asking $2. It's not my style, but I'm wondering if somebody out there, this would be perfect for them. So let me know if you would pick this up. I still don't know. So to be determined. This is usually where they have this silver. And they have a nice little selection today. This is not a huge thrift store, but I do find some great things here from time to time. All right, I'm not sure. Is this just a decorative element? It doesn't say anything other than the price, which is $2. It is sitting on these trinket dishes that I've seen here before that I think are so sweet. Great for like putting your rings in or earrings. And they have this stacked right here. I'm going to leave it, but if somebody knows what that is it just a decor item or is it something that I don't know what it is? Here's the reticulated bowl that I saw a couple of times ago. And you guys were so sweet. You all let me know that reticulated means those holes. I think this is a really pretty dish. I don't think I'm going to pick it up, but I hope somebody does because I think it would look just beautiful in the right place. I'm still loving this plate for $2. It's handmade. Love those colors, love the shape, love everything about it. Pretty dish set here. Palm tree pattern. Says a Gibson dishes. And they have it all lined out what they have, and it's $12 for all they have here. This is great for this area because, you know, I live in Florida and we do palm trees here. All right, I love this brass bowl. It is cool, it's hammered, it's thick and heavy. It's a great small size, good for decorating, but they priced it at $15. That's just, I think that's a little high, like one high. Anyway, so I'm going to have to put it back, but I do love it. This is a pretty, it almost looks like a gravy boat. This is silver. What does it say? Silver. Oh, they're calling it a creamer. I suppose it could be a creamer or a gravy boat. It's actually kind of big, which is why I thought it might be a gravy boat. Very pretty though, nice patina on it. Look at how cute this is. This is a condiment tray, and they have all these little dishes that are like vegetables. They're asking $15. I think that is really cute. Oh, I love this tray. Very vintage, hand painted. Has these metal accents. Let's see what the bottom looks like. Yeah, wood. It's a wood tray. Isn't that pretty? I really do like that. Lots of character. Here are some handmade coffee cups. They're signed on the bottom, 2022. I think it would be neat to create a collection of handmade coffee cups that weren't all matching, that they're all different, like maybe a color theme like this blue and green, where everyone is different. I think that would be a fun little collection hobby. These are $3 each, and they're actually really quite beautiful. I think they go well together. Won't you guys pick these up? I'm not sure. Here's a leather tooled holder. Suppose you could put pins in here, like writing pins or something else. It actually is kind of cool. It's in good shape. I might pick this up. I think that's interesting. I like the fact that it's leather and it's in this shape. I think these were here last time I was in. I like them. They're salt and pepper shakers, and they're big. They just feel good in the hand. I'm not sure. They're from China. They were made in China, but I'm not sure which company had them made. What does it say? Archivia. But they're very cute. They're kind of that Etruscan look. So salt and pepper, $4. If you're looking for drink cups or coffee cups for the car, check out your local thrift store. There's lots that want to be adopted. This is a really pretty picture. Isn't that gorgeous? That is from Ambiance. Look at that illustration around it. I just think that's pretty. That's hand painted. Let's see what they want. They want $12 for it. That's really pretty. I still like this. This is a handmade ceramic piece, and it's not necessarily the most skilled craftsmanship, but I think it's sweet. I like it. Betsy made it in 2020. They're asking $5. I think I might pick that up today. I realize it's not a professional grade ceramic piece, but there's just so much character, and I love the color, and I think that little flower is very cute. This is pretty. So this is beads with a little medallion down at the end, a little circle. They're asking $5. It's just costume, but it's pretty. And then they have some other pieces over here. I always look through the jewelry whenever I'm out. Oh, that's pretty. You might check that. So they have more over here. I found some nice places at this particular thrift store. There's a set right here. Oh, and that's pretty. That's costume as well, but it's pretty. This looks like it might be silver. So I'll go ahead and take a look at that. This is a pretty little clock. It's Mikasa, and they're asking $10 for it. Needs a battery. I guess I'll leave it here. I'm not sure what kind of battery that takes. Probably outside of my skill set to figure that one out. And then down here is the old leaf pattern. But I love this so much. And the cool thing is I'm finding so many really beautiful sets that are in great condition. So they're definitely out there. More of the antique or vintage ceramics over here. Oh, look at this. A little high heel. And then there's a ballet slipper in the back. Oh, there's a little collection of them. Looks like they're all $10. Look at this tennis shoe. Isn't that sweet? That's $10 as well. Little fluffy slipper. Very cute. Oh, these are pretty. Aren't those pretty? I don't know who makes it. Does anybody know what that symbol is? That logo with the gold on it. And they're that heavy bottomed glass. So there's 4 of them. It looks like there's $4 each. Oh, this is a great find if you're into spices. It's a whole box full of spice jars. And then it has the labels over here. I'm not sure what they're asking for it. I don't know, but oh my gosh, that's a great find if you're a cook and you like to have your spices all organized. These are sweet little jars, very vintage. You can see in the bottom there. They're hand painted, made in Portugal. So there's 2 of them and they're $10 each. This is a pretty picture. It is, I can't read that. Maybe one of you can. It says as is. So I'm thinking there's probably a crack somewhere. So $5 as is, but that's pretty. Oh, I think this is sweet. It's a little blue heart box, like a little mini jewelry box. You open it up. I think that's really a little sweet piece. I think I might pick that up. So they're asking $3. I think this is really pretty. It's a casserole dish or some type of serving dish. But that scroll work on the edges and the fact that it's lidded so nicely, it's really pretty. They're asking $10. Hey, it's Elvis. Look, him in military uniform. These are so fun. I haven't seen anything like these in a while. So $20 or $30 for this one. $5 for the magazine. Let's see how much this one is. This is $20. Aren't those fun? You know, we're kind of the last generation that knew that whole Elvis thing. Look at this. This bowl is stunningly beautiful. You should see it in person. It's ceramic, and that is raised decorative elements along the edges. $20. It looks like it's Germany. Oh my gosh. That is so beautiful. Oh, look at this little watercolor. That's an original. Looks like a beginning artist, and they framed it. That's sweet. This is the collector area. Look at all these little bears in their little police outfits. And then the angels down below them. One thing to look at when you're out thrifting is the book section and to see what they're using for bookends, because bookends are pretty popular right now because they're harder to find. People don't buy books anymore. These are just industrial bookends, you know, the little middle ones, but sometimes you'll find pretty cool bookends. So keep aware of that if you're out thrifting and you like a good set of bookends. You might find them in the book section. Isn't it? It's a little soup tureen. And then we've got the cow here. This is actually a pretty bowl. It's ceramic, surprisingly. Look at that glaze. Isn't that pretty? Has a little feet on the bottom. That would be a beautiful decor bowl. It's $4. Thinking about picking that up. What do you guys think? And their glassware. I'm telling you, there's so many glasses out in the world that need adopting. If you need glasses, check out your thrift store first. Designer home. Include an inviting low maintenance. I love these little dishes for like olive oil or condiments on the table. They usually are glass or ceramic. These are plastic, so I'm not going to pick them up. But I do think these are just great to have in your dishware collection so that you can put it on a table when you need that type of small dish. All right, I love this.
Just want to make sure I got all the pieces.
Isn't that cool?
This
looks like it's old. I don't see any marks on the bottom, but I love that. It's a great color. It's an interesting pattern. It's very substantial. It's $6. That's really a great decor piece to put on a coffee table and put a few crystals in it. I just think that's gorgeous. And here is the pink section. They color coordinate over here. So they'll have a pink section and a blue section and a green section. These are kind of cool. These are candle holders with a little tea light, and you drop them way down on the inside. And because this is translucent, it shines through. It's really a pretty way to have candles in your environment. This is a really cool set of handmade ceramic pieces. I believe this is porcelain, and this is hand painted on the interior. I like the fact that it's handwork, that it's creative, that it's an organic material. I think I'm going to pick that set up. Here's another neat leaf. This one is kind of a purplish and green background. Oh, and it's handmade. Look at that artist signature right there. That is very cool. I like the fact that it's handmade, handcrafted. They want $3 for it. I think that might be something I'm going to bring home with me. Here's another handcrafted ceramic piece. This is a great decor item. This is handmade, no artist signature, but very, very cool. $5 on that one. And then I'm wondering if this is handmade as well. It's right next to it. Look at that glaze, that bronze glaze on the interior. Yep, this is handmade. That is stunningly gorgeous. Beautiful. That is really a nice piece right there. There ended up being a real theme for the day. And I think what happens is that somebody who has certain tastes and collects certain things ends up donating all their stuff. And you can find a whole bunch in a line of a particular item. Today's theme was ceramics. And this little piece I picked up at one of my little favorite thrift stores. I had seen it last time I was there, and I thought it was so very sweet. And this time I finally ended up picking it up. This is a handmade ceramic piece. This is called slab work.
So it's made by creating a slab of clay and then working with that clay, sculpting it to get the final piece. This is not a professional artist piece, but it was so sweet, and it's just kind of has that really nice handmade organic feel to it. And that little flower I thought was really, really cute. The color, if you're not seeing it very well on the screen, is a really beautiful light turquoise color. So it has the little scalloping, the addition of the flower, which I think really kind of makes it, and an artist signature on the bottom. It was Betsy, and she made this in 2020, which I think is so very sweet. Couldn't resist it, picked it up. I thought somebody was really going to fall in love with this. Next up is another ceramic piece. This is not a handmade piece, and I don't think it's very rare or very valuable, but it is very, very sweet, which is why I got it. I thought somebody would love it. This is a little heart trinket box, and you open it up right here. It has brass hardware on it, and I just thought it was cute. It's in perfect condition, a little heart ceramic box. Fun little gift item, hostess gift, or just a little thoughtful gift for a friend or maybe a niece. A nice place to keep jewelry or trinkets. Brought it home just because I thought it was so sweet. Next up, I came upon these two pieces of handmade porcelain ceramic. The way that you can tell that it's porcelain is, of course, the color, and the grain of the clay is a little finer. So porcelain is more difficult to work with. These are slab pieces of porcelain. In other words, you flatten out the porcelain clay, usually with a rolling pin, and then start creating your shapes from there. This is drawn on glaze, probably something similar to iron oxide, that gives that design in there. So isn't that sweet? This is a little trinket dish, and it's handmade, and it looks really organic and lovely. There is no artist signature on the back, but you definitely can tell this is handmade. So little trinket dish, and then I'm almost 100% certain, same artist here, same type of glaze. This is a more organic leaf pattern, and I loved it. But look at how cool that looks sitting on a tabletop. It really does have a nice shape. So the artist cut out that square and then sculpted it into this shape. You let it dry, you bisque fire it, then you do that design, and then you finally fire the glaze itself. This has a clear glaze over it. So this is the little square bowl, and then this is the little round trinket bowl. I thought they were a really cool set. I'm going to be offering them individually over on StudioKimberly.com. But if you want to keep them together, they'll both be there for you. This is another handmade piece. Look at how cool that is. I love this shape. Now I want you to notice the artist threw this on a wheel so it was round, and then went back in and created these flat edges so it gives it really an interesting shape and dimension. Love this. And then the tiny little opening here, and there is a bead and feather detail on leather. I believe that's leather, or it could be wire. It's very thin, I can't tell. So there's a little detail on the top there. The color, if you can't quite figure it out, is a real deep, very, very moody blue-green. It's actually quite beautiful. There is the artist's signature on the bottom. So very cool, handmade small vase with the nice little detail added at the end. And then last up for this haul is, it is such a gorgeous piece. I am not kidding. In person, this is stunning. This is another handmade ceramic piece, but look at that bronze glaze on the interior. And it has the same detail on the leaf shapes on the edge of the bowl. This is such a cool piece. Beautiful glazing on the inside. Look at how that glazing has really worked into that bowl shape. Isn't that just so very pretty? And then let me show you the leaf detail around the edging. Isn't that gorgeous? So this is, again, slab work. This is not done on a wheel. This is all hand sculpted. This glaze in person is so beautiful against the copper. Oh, just gorgeous. This has a small signature on the bottom, but it just looks like either a mark or initials. There's no name, so I can't really determine who the artist is. So this is the last piece for today. Isn't that just beautiful? This is a really nice piece of ceramic work. So that was my haul from my little lovely, love them local thrift shops. I hope you enjoyed not only the thrifting, but the finds that I was able to bring home. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, everything that you saw today will be available in my online shop at StudioKimberly.com. I'm Kimberly. This is Studio Kimberly. I look forward to seeing you in the next thrift adventure. Bye now.